strong evidence that mogotsi attacked himself. He stopped a car and started shooting it.
EFF President, Mr. Julius Malema, stunned everyone. Bavile bakhamisa, ngalesikhathi batshela ukuthi no, Brown Mogotsi, there's no one who's trying to assassinate Brown Mogotsi. Brown Mogotsi unamanga, stated Mr. Malema. He stated that Brown Mogotsi were driving imoto yakhe, then wehle emotweni wakhipha isibhamu, then he started to shoot at his own car, creating a cover story that someone or some people are trying to assassinate him, which is a lie according to Malema. And Malema wevele ecikeke kakhulu ngalento kaBrown Mogotsi as well as Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. He stated that these two guys need to be reminded that they are not above the law. He stated that they are not being called into Epstein Island. Uyayazi now Epstein Island ukungcebeleka la bekuthola uthi no, this is not an Epstein Island. It is a parliament. When they are subpoenaed by the parliament, they need to account. So according to Malema, le nto leyo Brown Mogotsi ukuthi ufuna i-private security, leyo nto leyo, there's no proof according to Malema that have been produced. There's no security assessment report that have been done by the experts that clearly shows that Brown Mogotsi or Paul O'Sullivan, their lives are in danger and then they need to be protected. Then kuvele nokuthi lo baba lo Paul O'Sullivan doesn't wanna go to the hotel or anywhere. He wants a private room and he wants a private house and he wants a private chef, because like akayithembi lezi asehotela ngoba ukuthi zingathengeka then zimdayise mase ziyambulala. So ngapho uBrown Mogotsi yena ufuna nje private security ezolokhuza ezomguide, because naye uthi ulokhuzile uthi according to Brown Mogotsi got a lot of dangerous enemies. Among those enemies, he stated that General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, our hero, is his enemy as well. In General Masemola, he stated quite a few in Mr. Kumar, according to the letter that he penned to the parliament. However, Mr. Julius Malema really refuted all these claims. And according to Malema, these people need to be brought to the parliament. Police need to be sent and grab them and come to account to the parliament, because sebeyithatha as Mickey Mouse manje parliament lento le iyacasula kakhulu. But oku-interesting mangizwe ukuthi Mr. Paul O'Sullivan ufuna ukuqashelwa i-private house and a private chef. He doesn't wanna go to the hotel. You want an escort like a president to be escorted, and it's quite interesting. So sayilandela lento ka Brown Mogotsi as well as Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. It sounds interesting, and we're gonna see what's at the end of the day, whether they're gonna appear or they won't appear. And then, because what was highlighted by the MPs, by the members of the parliament when they were discussing this, is that labantu laba, the way if bona bethola. So yeah, my members of parliament stated that if these people get a preferred treatment, then all the witnesses, they're gonna start to ask for all these things, and then the state's gonna end up spending a lot of money, and then it's gonna truly turn the ad hoc committee as well as Madlanga Commission into a circus. So they stated that no, the government needs to be firm, and these people need to be subpoenaed to come in and appear in front of ad hoc committee as well as Madlanga. Whenever they are called, they need to know that they are not above the law, and then no one's going to listen to their lies. But let me just play you the clip. It's just a short clip by the EFF leader. Once you have listened to the clip, you are welcome to leave your comment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair. I think that the Speaker has deliberately just decided not to play her role. And her role is to protect the image and the integrity of Parliament. You have people who have completely shown that they've got no regard for Parliament. They go around ridiculing it, that we must provide private chefs, we must provide a house, not a hotel, you must do this and that. It's like you're preparing a trip to Epstein Island. It can be that there is no difference between a person who's preparing a trip to Epstein Island to a person who's going to appear in Parliament on serious allegations made against them, and they want to be treated like the special ones. And that's exactly what Honorable Skosan and Matis are talking about. The problem of white privilege. And you can see it on some of the inputs that are being made here. Mogotsi is going to be a beneficiary of a white privilege that if we give to Paul O'Sullivan, but they're not necessarily speaking for Paul O'Sullivan, they're not speaking for Mogotsi, they're speaking for Paul O'Sullivan. And they've always been like that. Where their own has to appear on wrongdoing, they will try everything in their power to protect that individual just because of the color of their skin. It's as simple as that. We cannot have this guy perpetually trying to undermine everybody. One of the allegations is that this guy has got no regard for anyone. And if you are going to treat him the way you want to treat him, you'll be confirming that we are part of the people that are actually dancing to his tune. I cannot just wake up. Security doesn't work like that. And General Slabani must speak to that. The security doesn't work like that. You don't just wake up in the morning and say, there is a security threat on me without demonstrating anything that suggests that there is indeed a security threat on you. If there is a security threat on them, they are police, well-trained police who are looking after everyone who's got security concerns. That I received this SMS, I did this, I did that. Today, this speaker wants to tell us about the security of Paul O'Sullivan and Brown Mogotsi, who in a way also implicate her party, but never did anything to the protection of members of parliament who have been threatened by Paul O'Sullivan. Never. No statement condemning him for his conduct. Today, we must take into consideration that he's got security threat. He never said, this is the kind of security threat I've got. Which means, Chair, you're going to create a precedence that anyone who doesn't want to come before you simply has to say, I've got security concern. I don't eat hotel food. I also have a problem of wearing shoes because I'm always in slides. And Parliament will require me to wear shoes. And then you must hire a private chef for me. If you do that for Mogotsi, you're going to have to do that for everyone. So that will be unfair even to the people who came before us, before. Ordinary members of communities coming to speak about senior police officers, generals of the police. If you provided them with security, you probably did when they landed at the airport to Parliament, from Parliament to airport. And that's it. When they land in Gauteng, they are going to be received by those thugs that they were talking about. And nothing is being considered about those ordinary members of the public. But we have to have a headache about a man who has been controlling subs for a very long time. About a man who calls himself an agent without anyone in crime intelligence or SSA confirming that this thing is an agent. So meaning a fool can just stand up and say, I'm an agent, I'm an operative. And we have no method to even verify if this clown is an agent for real or is being clownish. We must never allow to be treated like that. We shouldn't allow to be treated like that. Anyone, there are no exceptional circumstances that have been produced. The legal team of Parliament is in cahoots with these people. That's why he can't say anything. He can't reason as to what is the way forward. Because all we needed to do is to say to Mogotsi, to say to this white guy, look, if we have security for witnesses that come to present their evidence there in Parliament. Mogotsi is in the village there. It's in the village in Northwest. What security is he talking about? Because the attack will only happen when he's in Parliament. Why is it not happening at his home? Now we're being told informal correspondences that Mogotsi was once attacked. When there was a strong evidence that Mogotsi attacked himself, he stopped a car and started shooting it. Come on, man, we have to be serious. The speaker has to give us concurrence that we need to summon these people, because the speaker can't say she can't concur with us without producing anything from those people that makes her to have a doubt that perhaps there's something here to be looked into. There's nothing they gave her. Nothing. And this we have asked the speaker to do almost a month ago. It hasn't been done. The reluctance to subpoena, to summon Paul O'Sullivan and Brown Mogotsi, who's a beneficiary by accident of Paul O'Sullivan, really raises serious suspicions that we're dealing with something bigger than we think we're dealing with here. The protection of Paul O'Sullivan is continuing not outside Parliament. Now it's happening in Parliament. And you must know that if we succumb to this man's demands, he is going to come out of this process more emboldened and continue to threaten everyone who spoke against him. And we are not scared of him. We speak against him. We require no extra security from police, nothing. Because we're not going to be intimidated by this chap. And Parliament cannot succumb to being intimidated by this chap. Where is the security report that confirms this guy has got security threats? When the speaker refused to give us concurrence, what is she using? She's using Mogotsi's utterances. Backed by what? By which security documents or report that suggests Mogotsi's allegations are indeed have got some prima facie evidence, that Paul O'Sullivan somehow has got prima facie evidence. This is pure collaboration with people who have captured the state security, who have captured our judiciary, who have captured prosecuting authority, and we want to put them there and hold them accountable. You saw how Paul O'Sullivan treated Sakina. You dare follow that procedure that says that the DA says we must follow. We are going to be humiliated the same way that female senior journalist of the SABC was humiliated by Paul O'Sullivan. I don't agree with the DA, and I really appeal to members of this committee to completely reject this privilege that is being proposed by the DA and the Speaker. Thanks.